Alright, so we are going to be talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Now, spoiler warning for the show, movie, whatever you want to call it. It's about 45 minutes long, so I'm going to be talking about it. So if you haven't seen it, I really highly recommend watching it. It's such a great show, movie, mini episode. Yeah, go watch it and then you can come back here. So, alright, that was a warning. So the holiday special, it was literally a day after Thanksgiving, on Black Friday, and it was one of the most wholesome movie shows to do with Christmas I've seen in a while. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Um, we see Star Lord in like an animation kind of thing, about how Yandu ruined Christmas for him. Kraglin was telling the story. And Drax and Mantis heard it and they got sad. They thought they ruined it for Star Lord. They say that they want to get a gift for Star Lord, and that gift would be Kevin Bacon, since he always talks about him in Footloose and all the other movies, and he's done and whatever. And then we have this montage of Drax and Mantis coming to Earth, getting into a lot of stuff, and then going to Kevin Bacon's house, kidnapping him, taking him all the way through the galaxy to nowhere. Um, and then, they bring Star Lord out, they put decorations up and everything, and he's all happy. Then he finds out it's Kevin Bacon, and he's under Mantis's trance. She takes him out of it. He freaks out. Star Lord is like, "Take him home. What did you guys do? Whatever." And right before Kevin Bacon's about to leave, he has a change of heart. Kraglin is like, "We just wanted Star Lord Peter to be, happy because, his Christmas was always bad as a kid." So then we get a music of Kevin Bacon singing and everyone giving each other gifts and everything. Everyone's happy and everything. And then at the end, we see that Mantis tells Star Lord Peter that she is his sister, that they're both related because they come from Ego. And he said that's the greatest gift, and then they hug it out, they're crying and whatever. That's literally the gist of it. It's a good holiday episode, mini movie, whatever you want to call it. Um, Now I'm gonna get into some minor details. One is we see Groot as, I want to say, an adult, like maybe like he's still a kid, like a preteen. I thought he was a preteen then when he was playing his video games. He could have just been a kid. Now he's like a preteen. He's all muscular and big. And then we see him, and then we also get to see Cosmo. Now, for people who don't know who Cosmo is, he's a dog who got sent up into space by the Russians, and I don't know the full story. I'm sure you can look it up and everything, but he somehow gets telekinetic powers, and he runs nowhere, which we see that the Guardians somehow bought nowhere, the head where the collector used to be. Um, and yeah, they're like, redecorating, they're like trying to fix it up, and I guess that's gonna be their home world now. And I guess Cosmo, they just found him somewhere, or the Cosmo was already there, but that was pretty cool to see. And then obviously we get Mantis being Star Lord's sister. So I kind of had a little bit of a hunch because I'm pretty sure everyone, when we saw the movie Guardians 2 with Ego, he said that he went through all the planets pretty much mating with every woman he saw, and when the kids were born and they were not as powerful as him, he would kill them, put them under the earth, and then just move on to the next planet. So it was very odd that he kept Mantis around. He said that he keeps her around because she knows, what to do. She has powers and everything. So I was kind of odd that it's like you couldn't have just found her. Like out of nowhere. So I was already thinking she was already one of his kids, and he kept because she was strong, powerful. But then we get a confirmation completely that Mantis is Ego's daughter from some whatever her species is called. And yeah, so overall, time for the pros and cons. For pros, I mean, we get to see Drax and Mantis. They're such a fun duo. I didn't think they would be such a fun duo, but they are. They're funny. They get into a lot of stuff. It was great seeing them again, and we know that this is after this, the next Guardian. That's Dave Bautista's last Guardian movie as Drax, which is sad. We don't know what's gonna happen. He might get killed. He might, want to return back to his world. Whatever they do. But it was kind of cool to see. Now we always have this piece of Drax, so we can always come back to and see. Um, Another pro is I love that they brought Cosmo in. I thought he was pretty cool in the comics and in a few TV shows I've seen him. It's really setting up, I think, almost like Avengers, like a Marvel's Pets kind of thing. We have Rocket, I guess Groot, you can kind of call him that. We have the dog from the Inhumans. His name is escaping my mind right now. We have Cosmo, and we have all these kind of little pets and things that are starting to come out. So hopefully we get like a pets team, Marvel team, um, which I think would be cool. Um, and then the last pro I think would have to be just the story alone. It was such a fun story with Christmas being, later on this month. It was really cool to have that like heartwarming story. So yeah, I thought that was cool. It was very heartwarming. I cried, I'm not gonna lie. It was fun, and it ended beautifully, and then the post-credit scene was pretty fun. It was just Groot, Rocket, and Cosmo trying to dress Groot up as a Christmas tree, and then, it all goes wrong, and they all blame Groot. um, Cons, I mean, obviously it wasn't perfect. Um, obviously the story was funny, where they got Kevin Bacon. I just thought it was a little weird where it was Kevin Bacon, and then there was this little scene when they're on the ship where they're arguing back and forth about how Kevin Bacon's not a real person, he's an actor, and it was a little off. I know they kind of had to fit that in there. I didn't really mind it. Other than that, I mean, if I'm really nitpicking, the animation in the beginning was dreadful. Like it was like hand drawn, and I get it. They probably couldn't get the actor who plays Yondu, I forget his name, to come in and film, so they kind of had to do like animation and real life. But that's just me nitpicking. Like I thought, like yeah, the animation was a little off. It was weird, um, but those are really the only cons I have. I mean, overall, as a mini show, mini episode, mini movie, whatever you want to call it, I think I'm gonna give this like a 9 out of 10. It was fun. It was funny. It was heartwarming. Really made you get into that holiday spirit and stuff. So yeah, that's my comments and everything on Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. I thought it was fun. It's on Disney Plus, and let me know what you think. I think the next Marvel thing we got is next year, coming in February or March. We got Ant-Man, Quantumania, which I'm really excited about. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and hope you guys have a good night.